Well, good morning. I'll attempt to do this again. It is Monday, August 10th, 2026. Hank Naylor out for the walk. And it's a warmish morning, humid a little bit. Basically no different than the past few have been. And typical for this time of year, not too many big changes. The big weather system's headed this way. Whether we get a thunderstorm later today, we haven't seen anything past few days. But the biggest attempt to get here from the higher terrain was on Friday evening. The weekend barely had anything coming to the east. Probably changes a little bit today and again tomorrow and Wednesday. And it trends down a little bit. Hot this part of the week and then a little bit down into the 80s, only from the 90s that we'll have the next 3 days. So, typical summertime. I saw where the tropics waking up just a little bit out there in the far eastern Atlantic, but nothing substantial expected anytime soon in the next 10 days, and certainly not for the United States, it looks like. So there was a little weak system that I saw just east of the East Coast. It flared up a little bit, going out just, I think it was northwest of Bermuda. A little tail of a front type system, but that isn't meaning anything. So the tropics remain quiet, and most likely will stay that way. But we're going into the heart of the tropical season, into September, so we always have to keep an eye. But the El Nino is doing its work in the Caribbean and in the Gulf states, or Gulf, and out in the Atlantic with wind shear and stuff. So, but we'll see. It's always time for something to sneak in. I know all the forecasts are for below to much below normal activity this tropical season, and right now it's hard to dispute that. But it is a decent morning. Like I said, there's some clouds out there, unlike the past 2 mornings. Yesterday was totally clear, and right now we got some clouds. A little bit of a breeze blowing, but not too bad. There will be no mowing or anything like that today. Don't really have anything. We did a lot of cleaning yesterday inside, given how quiet it is at the house, which is nice. So that's done. So I'm not sure what I'll do. I'll have to look at a toilet seat that's having an issue. I may try to sneak a look at that here when I get back. I do have my blades for my riding mower that I have to replace. They're in bad shape. It's getting harder to mow consistently with them. So, I mean, it's probably better to replace them. I think one of them is sort of broken. It's not cutting in an even pattern like it was. So something's happened to it. I'll have to get underneath there, and I'll probably start doing I'll look at that tomorrow. Don't really have all day today. I want to get my workout in this afternoon, and then we're going out to dinner with acquaintances after my wife has done work. So the day is kind of smushed with time. So I'll look at the toilet, see if there's something I can do with it. And then I'll probably putz around with something on my computer. I did manage to play 2 quick games of my my experimental simple dice game that I'm working on, and the results were definitely better. The scores were, I think one was 6-2, the other one was 5-4 with a home run in the bottom of the 9th with 2 outs to win. So definitely a little better, and not as many hits. I think it was averaging about 8 to 10 per team. So it's getting a little better. We'll keep playing with it and make it a little interesting, but I enjoy doing it. It keeps me thinking, but it's nothing spectacular. I mean, it's not like I'm creating a new way to cure cancer or anything. So it's just for my enjoyment. Where, as I've said, it's more of something simple that if I would take a trip or just want to sit at the dinner table and play a quick game, I don't need a lot of stuff. I can just have my phone app for dice if I need to, or a piece of paper to write down the score. But a little more to it than typical dice simple games with a little bit of a story to it. So no player cards, no team cards, no anything like that. So I still play the other ones, but this is more of a convenience thing than anything. So other than that, let's see, still waiting for the college football 27 sale. Still a few weeks away probably. It'll come. You got to be patient with these things. I'm not into paying full price of $70 for a video game at this time. So I spent a lot of money with my kids spending on games back then. Not nearly as expensive as they are now. I remember games, $20, $30, $40 instead of 80 like they are now, 70, 80. I don't know what, I think there's a new something coming out, Gears of War, or what is it? Something's coming out, but I don't know what it is. That's really supposed to be a big deal. I'm sure that will be expensive, and I think there's Zelda, or there's a new game or a new version of a game or something. I don't pay a lot of attention with that kind of stuff, so I don't play those type of games. I just, read about it or saw it, a commercial for it, real quick. Other than that, let's see, anything else going on? Gonna get Naylor his walk and his run and Hank. Whoa, I mowed the grass on Saturday. My nose is just, I'm so allergic to grass. And every time I mow, I have 2 or 3 days of almost agony, regardless of what I do. But I've been doing it all my life, so I just fight through it. Sometimes it's worse than my spring and fall stuff. Some springs I don't have any trouble. Some springs are really bad. And the fall's the same way with ragweed. Just depends. But grass is always the common one. Doesn't matter. Grass is always the problem. Every year. I don't have to even mow it. Somebody could be mowing it and I just get set off by it. That and cats. Not really a cat person. As long as they stay away from me, I'm fine. I can usually tell, I say that roughly, usually tell if someone has a cat in the house. There's been once or twice where I've been like, oh, my wife says, oh, they have a cat. And I'm, really? I don't really notice it. But a lot of times I'll notice it. Had really bad things happening when I was a child, especially visiting my grandmother who had 2 cats, and I was so miserable that I would sleep outside on the porch because it was just so bad. So, but cats are cats. Like I said, I'll stay away from them. My wife and sons, oh, we need to have a cat. Well, we tried that once and it didn't last long. It kind of disappeared. So it hung around, I believe, for a little while, because I remember seeing, I think, when I'd go to work, I'd see it in the woods as I'm going to work. I'm like, I think that's our cat. But it's been long gone, or a long time since then. So it has an extraordinarily long life if it's still alive now. I mean, we're talking over 15 years. maybe 20 since that time. So I can't remember which dogs we had when we had that cat. But it was a while ago. It was here. It wasn't at our other place. So other than that, anything else going on? Hank and Naylor for today. Grandchildren are not here. And a couple of them are on a family trip north for a few days. I'm all tangled up, guys. So the other one is home now. I think let's see, today is the 9th? No, 10th? 10th. So 2 weeks. School starts. And the parents will jump with joy on that day. And then there'll be some, I'm sad, my kid's going to school, blah, blah, blah. But deep down, parents, after the summer, jump for joy. I know that was how it was when my kids went to school. It's like, yes, it's about time. Get them to school. So my wife was feeling the same way after so long. So does them some good, keeps them busy, and they need to learn stuff. So I don't see anything wrong with it. Other than that, guys, like I said, I think I don't know, there's not much I plan on doing today. I'll get my mower out tomorrow, look at it, and see about replacing it. I'm going to have a hard time getting the blades off, I think. So we'll see. I don't usually like to do stuff like that, but it'll get done. But before I mow the next time, I think I'm going to need it, looking at the pattern it was cutting this last time. So something's wrong underneath, and I'm going to have to look at it. Oh well, let's see. The Phillies, Phillies won yesterday in extra innings. I think it took 12 innings, but it was a hard slog. And so they won that one to at least salvage a game. And I think the Orioles, did they lose yesterday? I believe they did. I'm not quite sure. But I thought I saw it go by. Or maybe they won. No, they did win. That's right. Pete Alonso hit 2 home runs. I think that was yesterday. So I think they did win against Texas yesterday. So if that's the case, then it was a good day yesterday for the baseball teams. Still doesn't change anything in my opinion, but at least they had a good day yesterday. So football, training camps, first preseason games this weekend coming up. I saw. Really don't care. And Penn State football gearing up for September 5th, it looks like. I think that's the first game against Marshall. So we'll see how that goes. There's a nice butterfly. All right, Naylor, you need to go. Let's let Naylor go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Well, that's it for this morning. And everybody enjoy the day, and I'll talk to you next time.